Afternoon, West in the world. Welcome to your review video for the lecture on Europe and its widening world. It seems that making review videos on Tuesdays may be a near impossibility for me, given the other demands of my schedule on that day. So it's Wednesday afternoon now, and I'm actually thinking more about tomorrow's class than I am about yesterday's. But let me give you a few points of reminders as you begin preparing for next Tuesday's exam. Our theme in class yesterday was this issue of Europe and its widening world. The rather unexpected, we said, phenomenon in which sometime after the year 1500, Europe begins to dominate its encounters with other global civilizations. Especially, of course, in the New World, but including its encounters in places like Africa, South Asia, China, and elsewhere. It's not a sudden and complete overnight transformation, but the end result is that Europe, which in the 1200s and the 1300s would have been a relative global backwater, suddenly is rising to incredible prominence. We try to explore some of the reasons, some of the motives that lie behind this. We talked about the search for wealth in the form of gold that might be found in West Africa and elsewhere. We talked about the search for spices that might improve the taste of food, one of the major objectives in reaching India, or the search for silks out of China. And of course we talked about the pressuring effect, or the ways in which the breakdown of Christian-Muslim relations after the Crusades contributes to the desire of Europeans, especially in their maritime navigation, to bypass the Muslims who lie to their east and to their south. It's in this vein of exploration that, of course, Christopher Columbus, an Italian sailor sailing for the Spanish throne, discovers or reveals to the people of Europe the existence of North and South America. And this encounter made up a major focal point for our study, trying to understand the ways in which both this infusion of new wealth in the form of gold and silver mining and the advent of a plantation economy for the production of sugar and eventually crops like rice and tobacco is birthed in this New World context. And at the heart of that plantation economy, of course, is the question of slavery, and the ways in which Western relationships with Africa and the New World are transformed by the implementation of the transatlantic slave trade. We dug rather deeply into what that experience looks like, the horrors of this immoral trade in human life. We tried to understand why it's happening at all. What are the reasons why African slaves are desirable, and why are they available? And those are important issues for us to understand. Ultimately, of course, we concluded with this thought that will continue to be with us, which is, what is the ultimate effect? What can we measure in terms of the effects of this institution of slavery, and the ways in which it contributes over 300 years to the development of Western economies and perhaps to the underdevelopment of other parts of the world? It's not a question we can answer yet, but perhaps as we move forward, we'll see deeper and better insights into this perplexing problem. Looking forward to seeing you in class tomorrow. I hope that you're getting started on your exam prep. See you in the morning.